Do people ask you why you aren't writing X, Y, or Z? Some of my readers ask why I've stopped writing my crime of fashion mysteries. It's a question I get frequently, and I have resisted answering it, saying, of course. Until now, I was optimistic that another book was on the way. Never say never, but will I write another Lacey Smithsonian crime of fashion mystery? I don't really know. Hello and welcome back to The Writing Journey. I'm Ellen Byerrum, a mystery writer, playwright, and former reporter. I have been missing in action the last couple of weeks because I was tired. I was overworked with getting my latest book, These Crooked Things, ready for pre-order, which is available now for pre-order. And once we finished that and all that work, the prepping, the proofing, I needed to rest and I needed a different environment. So we took a couple weeks and a couple road trips to refresh, but I'm back. And now the burning question, not of my productivity. I keep writing plays, short stories, a new series, but what about my first series? I would like to write more Lacey books. However, those mysteries, while they are close to my heart, are set in Washington, D.C. Much of the action dances along in this glorious setting, this city of monuments, its diversity, its past, and its very strange peculiarities, all of which I have loved. But it cannot be denied that the city has changed, and that presents a huge problem for the writer. I am a big believer in context. I want to know what is happening around the edges of the story, the things that inspire Lacey, the things that ring true. It's not as if I haven't thought about the next book. I have a title, White Lace and Homicide, the mainspring of the plot, or what I wrap the action in, is Felicity Pickles' wedding to Harlan Wiedemeyer. Turns out Felicity is from Pittsburgh and wants to bring a traditional cookie reception to the District of Columbia. Much hilarity ensues, especially with her sisters, and murder, of course, occurs. Brooke Barton, Lacey's good friend, suffers a crisis of conscience for having enjoyed and believed the half-cracked theories about Bigfoot and aliens spun by her boyfriend's conspiracy clearinghouse website, deadfed.com. That was fun to write, but in reality, in present time, real-life dark conspiracies, the dark web, and dark, dark, dark money have polluted the landscape. If I write White Lace and Homicide, I would bring back Nicky, the spy, Nikolai Sokolov from The Mask of the Red Dress, the Russian spy who studied acting to learn to imitate the emotions that other people have. Yes, the one who developed an obsession with Lacey. Sumi, I think he's got a lot of dramatic and comic possibilities. There are a couple of potential victims because it is a mystery. And of course, Lacey has her own relationship to deal with, especially with her brand new fiancé, the compelling, handsome, deadly sexy Victor Donovan. So you see, I have dwelled on another book in the series, but it is difficult to set that against what's happening today in real time. A U.S. government gone rogue, which has tried to destroy Washington, with a hateful, dementia-addled president who apparently blackmails everybody because nothing explains why he is in power, except perhaps Russia, Russia, Russia. There are also government shutdowns, a situation in which rogue immigration officers, under the direction of a crazed puppy killer, kidnap citizens off the street and use their illegal power to torture and maim and hide from justice. This is a government that wants to take women's rights away and create a trad wife, Stepford wife fantasy. Slavery for women. It is a small comfort that these guys can't get dates. They are weird nerds. If I put that in a book of fiction, it would simply not be believable. And frankly, it's pretty depressing. Yet I can't set another crime of fashion mystery in a void, in a vacuum, in a make-believe Washington, D.C. that has nothing in common with reality. Personally, I think it would be immoral for me. Maybe when these dark clouds clear, Lacey will be back. In the interim, give my Art Deco series a try. It is set in 1934, just after the end of Prohibition. Another failed idea, by the way, and it's full of mystery, comedy, and romance. The first book is Crook Tales for Two. The second is These Crooked Things. A corpse, a cover-up, and a grievously injured pregnant woman send a playwright and playboy detective down a crooked path into a mystery involving a secret society, a long-ago death, and 3 potential killers of one very rich bad boy. It is now available to pre-order, and the ebook will be available December 15th. Links below. Thanks for listening. I appreciate that you grant me grace and understanding. I still think the world is crazy and funny and a place to love dearly. That's all I have for now, and I'll see you next week with another new video. Bye.